Good morning, Beagles. I'm sad because I don't get to see you guys for a while, so I thought it would be fun for you to come and see where I live. So this is my house. Let me flip this. Here's my kitchen. I also wanted to let you guys know that I thought maybe Bob and Waffles would be sad having to stay at school all by themselves. So I brought them home with me. Here, let's go find them. Bob, Waffles, where are you guys? Oh no, I left the door open. You don't think they got out, do you? Bob, Waffles, did you get out? Are you guys out here? I don't see them. Do you guys see them? Wait, what is this? What is that? Do you guys see that? What is it? I think it's a paw print. Maybe it's a clue to where they've gone. Let's look and see if we can find some more. Do you see any more? Oh wait, there's one. Paw print number 2. Where are they leading us? Do we see another one? Oh, there's another one. Those naughty puppies, where did they go? There's another one. They're going down the steps. I hope they're out here. Puppies! Oh, there's another one. Another paw print. Do you guys see them? I think they're trying to lead us somewhere. There's another one. Here's another one. Do you think these are clues, you guys? Where are they leading us? Oh, there's another one. And another one. And another one. Where are we going? Oh, look, there's another one. There's one too. Oh no, we're almost to my favorite place in my yard. Here's my bench. What is that? Let's investigate. This is the book I was going to read to you guys this week. It's called Saving Fiona, the story of the world's most famous baby hippo. There's a note. Who left it? Let's read it together. Dear Queen, we will come out if you read a story. Woof, Bob and Waffles. They left us a note. I think they're saying they want me to read a story. What do you guys think? Read today. Remember we talked about maybe sitting outside at school when the weather got nice to read a book? Well, I hope it's nice where you are. It's beautiful in my yard today. So we're going to read this book, Saving Fiona, the story of the world's most famous baby hippo. This book is written by Thane Maynard, the director of the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden. So look at the picture, guys. Do you think this is a fiction or non-fiction story? There's a picture of a real hippo. You can answer some of these questions in the worksheet that I put in your Power School Learning page. Let's get started. This is Fiona. She is a baby hippopotamus, but not just any baby hippopotamus. She is the first premature hippopotamus to be raised by humans. She is a survivor. This is her story. You see her picture? She's very cute. There had not been hippos at the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden for 20 years. People really love hippos. Their big round bodies and storybook appeal made them the most requested animal at the zoo. When the zoo planned to build a new African animal habitat, making a space for the hippos was top priority. One thing hippos need is water. Lots and lots of water. The water in the 70,000-gallon hippo pool in Hippo Cove is 100% rainwater, collected and saved every time it rains in Cincinnati. To keep the water clear so visitors are always able to see the hippos from all sides, the zoo makes use of the biggest pool filter in town. So there's some pictures of the tank where the hippos live. That's a lot of water. The first residents of Hippo Cove were 17-year-old Bibi and 34-year-old Henry. They arrived in 2016. Bibi had only lived with female hippopotamuses. Henry was the first male hippo she had ever seen. Henry had lived with many hippos, male and female. He had even fathered some babies, so he has some babies of his own. Everyone hoped that Bibi and Henry would get along and have some babies of their own. So there they are. They got to meet each other. Not long after the pair were introduced, there was good news. Bibi and Henry were going to be parents. That's exciting. Scientists from the zoo's research team conducted the world's first ultrasound on a Nile hippopotamus. That's a test so you can see the baby inside the mommy. Because hippos have a thick layer of fat to insulate them for their life in the water, nobody was sure if the ultrasound would even work. But a scientist slid under Bibi's huge belly, and sure enough, you could see a spinal cord and even baby hippo feet. The zoo staff continued to monitor Bibi throughout her pregnancy. Soon, there would be a baby hippopotamus at the Cincinnati Zoo. I'm taking pictures of her. What a cool job, you guys. But sometimes things happen too soon. Bibi's caregivers noticed that though it was 2 months early, Bibi was acting as though she was going to give birth. She had no appetite, which means she didn't want to eat. She was swimming continuously and doing barrel rolls. Her body showed signs of labor. That's what happens when the baby is ready to be born. They rushed her to the area in Hippo Cove, where they got a big surprise. Even though Bibi wasn't due to give birth until March, there lying on the ground was the littlest hippo anybody had ever seen. It was January 24th, 2017. So how long ago was that, guys? If it's March of 2020 and that was January of 2017. At only 29 pounds, the baby hippo was about the size of a heavy football. Hippos are normally 3 times that size at birth and very active. In the wild, hippos are born in the water and can climb right up onto their mom's back. They even nurse underwater. That's crazy. The little hippo had the entire team shocked. Being a premie, which means their baby was born too soon, the baby just lay there. She was too weak to stand and certainly couldn't climb. At first-time mother, Bibi looked at the baby with mild curiosity. She wasn't really sure what was happening. Oh, did I show you guys the pictures? There's the baby after she was just born. There was no time to waste. The zoo's care team jumped into action. They picked up the baby and started to warm her with thick blankets. Everyone had lots of questions. What do we feed her? What kind of water should we put her in? How do we make her stronger? How would a hippo mom take care of the baby in the wild? Nobody had raised a baby hippo before. If Fiona was going to survive, everybody would be taking care of her, would have to learn everything one day at a time. They're all trying to figure out the best way to take care of her. A team of specialized caregivers was assembled, including the zoo's hippo keepers, a nursery staff of baby animal experts, and an animal health team of veterinarians, veterinary technicians, and the zoo nutritionist. That's the person that decides what the animals should eat. Hashtag Team Fiona was committed to saving the baby hippo's life, whatever it took. After talking it over, they decided to name the female baby hippo Fiona, after the lovable princess with the wiggly ears from the movie Shrek. You guys know that movie, right? So she's named after the princess from Shrek. How cool is that? Sorry, got interrupted by some birds flying over my head. So we're going to continue now with our story. Does that ever happen to you when you're outside, birds flying around your head? Hopefully they're being nice to you. So I think we were on this page. The zoo decided to share Fiona's struggle with the world via social media. Everyone soon fell in love with the little hippo. They rooted for her and sent her support and positive vibe her way when she needed them the most. Hashtag Team Fiona grew and grew. There's some great pictures of Fiona growing and getting stronger. The team knew that someday someone had to stay with the baby around the clock. That means all the time. Literally holding her to keep her warm. A special area in the hippo barn was set aside for the baby to live until she began to grow. The building had a heated floor, and heat in the room was cranked up to 98 degrees to make sure she didn't get cold. That's pretty warm. Even her little pool became a hot tub filled with water, nearly 100 degrees. They have to keep her very warm. The first dilemma was getting Fiona to nurse. As is the case with all infant mammals, just like us, it would be the best for Fiona to drink her mother's milk. But Bibi is huge, over 3,100 pounds, and tiny Fiona could not get that far to reach up and nurse from her mom. The team found the biggest pump on the market, but that idea didn't work either. So a scientist slid under Bibi again, just like they had when they saw Fiona in the ultrasound, if you guys remember that, and hand milked her like a cow. The team was able to get some milk. Fiona was able to drink a little of Bibi's milk, giving her important antibodies from her mom. And the zoo's nutritionist sent milk samples off to analysis to the milk repository at the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. They learned for the first time that hippo milk is much higher in protein and lower in fat than human milk. So every day a special formula was mixed up and heated up for Fiona to drink. But it was difficult to keep her interested in feeding. And sometimes she would have a difficult time breathing. That's not good. You can imagine how much Fiona did not like the oxygen tube in her nose. They had to give her oxygen like they do in the hospital. She didn't like it. The zoo's nursery keepers know that the keys to raising a healthy baby animal are making sure the baby gains weight and stays hydrated. At about 1 month old, Fiona wasn't looking so good. She didn't have much energy, she wasn't eating, and even worse, she wasn't keeping down that little that she would eat. It takes a village to raise a premature hippo. Someone on the zoo staff shared that when her own daughter was sick and needed fluids, her hospital called in a specialized team to find her tiny veins, and her daughter recovered. So they have to put a needle in the baby's arm so that they can get all the fluids they need. So when the zoo reached out to the Cincinnati Children's Hospital, they sent a special nurse to put one into baby Fiona. It took a couple of tries because she tried to pull it out, but eventually it stayed in for a week, and Fiona finally was well hydrated. She started gaining weight and becoming more active. There's a picture of her all strung up. They're taking good care of her. Fiona had turned a corner. She looks happier, doesn't she? Fiona began putting on 2 or 3 pounds a day and graduated 2 more pool sizes as she grew. Once she was a few months old, she began living in the adjacent area to her mother and father so they could begin family bonding, always important. At this stage in her young life, Fiona spent much of her time with her keepers and the other members of #Team Fiona, who would swim with her, play with her, to give her some exercise and feed her bottles of specially prepared formula. It was the only way to keep her healthy. She's got lots of people that care about her. The team was encouraged by Fiona's progress, but at the same time, everyone was also worried about the risks involving reuniting her with her parents. After all, the parents weighed over 7,000 pounds combined, and Fiona was still so little. Her caregivers and the zoo mammal's curator worked up a step-by-step plan for Fiona. She began by learning to push off the bottom of the big indoor pool, chaperoned by keepers in case she couldn't navigate the deeper water or get to the surface to breathe. Oops, I'll show you the pictures. She's sticking her tongue out in this one, guys. That's so cute. Then Fiona started spending time with Bibi indoors, giving them a chance to get to know each other better without the risk of water. Fiona did amazing things with Bibi, such as exploring her mouth, which made everybody a bit nervous, and Bibi was proving to be a great hippo mom. The world celebrated these milestones right along with Fiona's care team. People couldn't get enough of the videos and photos that the zoo shared via social media. They demanded a daily fix. #FionaFix. There's people taking pictures of her. Everybody wants to know how she's doing. The next big hurdle was the outdoor pool, where the water was 9 feet deep. Little Fiona was less than 2 feet tall, and even though hippos spend all day in the water, resting and staying cool, they can't actually swim. So they are so dense they would sink right to the bottom. Instead, they walk along the bottom of rivers and pools and propel their bodies to the water surface to breathe. Oh, I didn't know that. That's a cool fact. An adult hippo can hold its breath for about 5 minutes. That's a long time. But Fiona's lungs were not developed enough to do that. So at first, Fiona would go out with her keepers, which was as much fun for them as it was for her. Hippos are built for a life in the water, and the keeper soon, that Fiona was no exception. She loved the pool. There she is having fun with her keepers. Look at this picture. She's giving them a little smooch. Very cute. Then came the big day everyone had looked forward to with a little sadness. When Fiona was about 4 months old, it was time to let her explore the pool with her mom. That would mean the end of the daily swimming and contact with her keepers who had raised her since the unexpected beginning. Fiona did great with her mom and had fun in the pool, playing and bouncing around underwater every day. It was clear that her keepers missed her more than she missed them, which is a good thing, since she would spend her life with hippos and not people. It's more important that she get along with her family. Look at that. Cuties. The grand finale was the family reunion when Henry, Bibi, and Fiona started spending time in the pool together. Fiona continued to play and be a very active little hippo. By the time she was 6 months old, she weighed over 400 pounds. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Sometimes Fiona settles down in the shallow end of her pool while staying cool. She takes a nap underwater. Everyone at the Cincinnati Zoo agrees that we've learned a lot from Fiona. We feel like we are experts on hippo ultrasounds, hippo milk, and everything else you need to know about raising a premature baby hippo for the first time. But mostly we learned that love carries the day and makes the impossible possible. Fiona taught us all to never give up. Look at these pictures of her with their family. How cute are they? They're probably so happy she's okay. So in the last couple of pages here, there's a whole bunch of really cool facts about hippos, where they're from, how they live, their habitat, what they eat, all kinds of cool stuff. There's pages and pages of it. So here's a picture of Fiona celebrating her first birthday. How cool! Yay, Fiona! Did you guys like that one? I thought it was pretty cool. I love that it's a true story about a real hippo. You will notice if you go back to the Power School Learning page that there's a video there that I just got off YouTube. You can go try the hashtag Fiona. And you can probably, if you get your parents to help you, look online and find lots more information at the Cincinnati Zoo about Fiona because she still lives there. So thanks, guys. Now I'm going to have to take a break here. I'm going to see if I can find those pesky puppies. They got to be here somewhere. Come back in a minute. Okay. Okay, it's time to find those puppies. That was a great story, wasn't it? Okay. You guys got to help me here. Tell me if you see anything. Let's see, we started over by the house. Did we see anything over here? Maybe we missed something. Let's go back up here. Maybe they didn't get far. Puppies, where are you? I don't see anything. Do you guys see anything? What? You saw something? Where? Who is this in the bush? Waffles! Oh my goodness. How did you get up there, you silly puppy? Come here. You're so naughty and so much trouble. Where do you think your brother is? Let's go look for him. Waffles and Bob playing in the yard. Enjoying this beautiful spring day. Let's see. Where could Bob be? I don't see him over there. I don't see him in the grass. Waffles, where's your brother? Maybe we just have to look more closely. Do you guys see anything over there? There's the bird feeder. There's no birds right now. What? Did you see something? What's that? Bob, you silly. Did you get a stick? Bob says, I want to play with a stick, you silly. I'm going to take that stick and you can play with it later, Bob. You naughty. I'm so glad you guys are back together. Did you have fun tricking me today? Thank you for the note. Did you like the story? You did? That's awesome. Okay. See you guys next time. Have a good week. Bye.